V Indiana just broke college football. Not upset alert, broke it. Not crazy ending, broke it. I mean full-on system crash, timeline split, simulation error, broke it. Because in the college football playoff national championship, Indiana beat Miami 27-21 and won the first national championship in program history. Indiana. National champions. That sentence looks fake. It looks like something you'd see in a meme account caption with 14 laughing emojis and a bro what? But it's real. It happened. And now college football has to live with it forever. This wasn't supposed to be their sport. College football has always been a gated community. Some programs have keys. Some programs have security badges. Some programs get waved in like royalty. And then there are the rest, the teams who get told, "Good season. Nice try. Maybe next year. Enjoy your bowl game." Indiana has lived in that rest category for basically the entire history of the sport. They were never supposed to be that team. Not the team that hoists trophies. Not the team that ends seasons with confetti. Not the team that becomes the final boss. Indiana football was supposed to be a footnote. And then suddenly, they became the headline. The most violent part? They didn't even look scared. That's what made this game so disturbing, if you're a fan of literally any other program. Indiana didn't stumble into this. They didn't survive on flukes. They didn't look like a Cinderella that was about to turn back into a pumpkin the second midnight hit. They looked like a team that belonged there. Worse. They looked like a team that came to collect something. They walked into the biggest game of the year and dropped a statement so cold it should have come with a warning label. Indiana led 10-0 at halftime. In a national championship. Against Miami. That's not a lead. That's a message. That's Indiana standing over the sport like, yeah, we're here. Now what? This game had everything, pressure, panic, and pure chaos. Miami did what Miami does. They fought. They pushed back. They made it tense enough that you could feel every fan's heartbeat through the screen. Because that's how championship games go. They're not supposed to be comfortable. They're supposed to feel like you're choking on your own nerves. But even when Miami started making it a battle, Indiana never looked like they were about to crumble. No frantic mistakes. No, we're not used to this moment. No self-destruction. Just calm. Just control. Just execution. Like they'd been here 100 times. Like this was destiny, not luck. The scariest part is this, they won like a real champion. Here's the thing about miracle runs. A lot of them feel like a miracle. You can watch and go, okay, that was insane, but it's never happening again. Indiana didn't win like that. Indiana won like a program that has the formula. They didn't win because Miami handed it to them. They didn't win because the football god smiled for one night. They won because when the moment got heavy, Miami felt the weight. Indiana carried it. Final score, Indiana 27, Miami 21. And the second the clock hit 0, something bigger than a game happened. A new reality locked into place. Now everyone has to admit it, college football is not safe anymore. Do you understand what this does to the sport? For decades, college football has been predictable at the top. Sure, you'd get chaos during the season. But when it came to the final chapter, the same names. The same bloodlines. The same powers. Indiana winning just set that entire blueprint on fire. Because now the invincible programs aren't invincible anymore. Now the big brands can't hide behind history. Now the recruiting rankings don't automatically come with a trophy. Now every team in America can look up and say, if Indiana can win it all, why not us? And that thought? That thought is terrifying. Because it means the sport just unlocked a new era. This is the kind of championship that lives forever. Some championship wins are remembered because the game was wild. Some are remembered because the stars were legendary. Some are remembered because a dynasty began. This one? This one gets remembered because it shouldn't exist. Years from now, people are going to look back and still not understand how it happened. They're going to watch the highlights like it's a conspiracy theory. They're going to hear the score, 27-21, and pause like, wait, Indiana won that game? Yes. And they didn't just win. They took the entire sport's identity and rewrote it in permanent ink. Indiana didn't just win a trophy. They stole college football's comfort. They stole the old rules. They stole the idea that only the chosen ones get to be champions. They took the impossible, the unbelievable, the unthinkable, and made it history. Indiana is your national champion. And the rest of college football? Now they have to wake up in a world where the jokes are over. Because Indiana didn't come to be a cute story. Indiana came to be the ending. And they got it.